YouTube fam, Fat Man Zoom here. What is up? I'm going to tell you what's up. Tesla broke 700. Boom, baby. That sucker went through 700 like butter, and it said, bye, Felicia. It was beautiful. Now, I want to talk to you about Tesla next week. It's going to be a big week. I want to give you the bull and the bear case for 2021. We're going to talk some delivery numbers, and then I'm going to give you sort of how I plan to play Tesla. So, first off, what happened with Tesla? So Tesla previously was at all-time highs of 695, which we saw 695 December 18th, which was the Friday before the S&P entry, right? And everybody anticipated a sell-off, which there was a sell-off for the next week for a few days, and then just a buying return, and it's been moving beautifully ever since. Now, my hope is that 700 becomes a new support, but there's a lot of things that need to happen for this to stay true. Next week is going to be a big week. We're expected to hear the delivery numbers for 2020, so the final delivery numbers. And so the projection for the year the whole time has been 500,000 vehicles delivered. That was ambitious from the beginning of the year, and in June it didn't look like they were going to hit it. It didn't. Nobody thought it was going to come close. Then all of a sudden Q3 happens, and we realize, man, this is possible. They delivered 139,000 vehicles, which is an all-time high for a quarter for Tesla. And guess what? Q4 is going to be bigger than that. I think the previous high was like Q4 of last year, 119,000 vehicles or so. And so they're looking to blow that number out, and we set new records. If we set a new record, we're going to hit that 500K, and everything else comes into play. Now, I should say that there's a small chance they may not hit that number. They may slightly miss. If that's the case, the bull case goes out the window. I think we see profit taking. I think we see a little bit of fear. Still feel confident about Tesla long-term, bullish long-term, but it may take some time to get back on track. Now, let's operate under the assumption that it does hit 500,000. That Monday, hearing that would be perfect. We'll definitely hear by the end of the week. Again, wait for that news, and we'll see how the stock reacts. But what's more important, there are a few catalysts that we're looking for after we trigger the 500K. What will then happen is we're going to get a forecast, and we're likely going to get the forecast leading up to their next earnings, or Q4 earnings. But there's a small chance maybe they give it to us before that. Maybe there's an outside chance they give it to us next week. I doubt it, but that number is going to be critical. I think that number is conservatively is going to be around the 700K mark for deliveries. I think the high end of that is they may say 900K, 850, 900K. But here's the reality. When companies are forecasting, they have to be strategic, and they can't be ambitious. So I believe that behind closed doors, Tesla and Elon Musk are saying, hey, we can hit 1 million vehicles. And imagine what happens if we hit 1 million vehicles in 2021. And I believe they're going to hit it. Now, the one consideration to that is Q1, and Q1 is going to basically set up the entire year. So we have the million vehicles that we're looking for next year. And even if we have 750 projected, I think that's going to move the stock. I think that's going to be a bullish move. And then we're going to have the semi and the Cybertruck. So we should have the semi quarter one. And the Cybertruck should be delivered by the end of the year. If all three of those things happen, the stock is looking great. Now, the bears are going to say, hey, you may have delays, and it's true. Automotive companies and Tesla's, it doesn't exclude Tesla. Delays happen, and there could be issues. And so that is certainly may present a challenge and some short-term headwinds for the stock. But if those things happen in Q1, if the semi truck happens in Q1, if we get the numbers in Q1, that thing's going to go off. It's going to go off, people. And then the Cybertruck on top of that is going to be really important to the whole mix. But the other thing that we need to pay attention to in quarter one, and I think is going to be the ultimate stage setter, is we got to be reopened, because Tesla has managed somehow to produce their vehicles to hit that 500,000 even during COVID times. That's not going to happen in 1 million, right? There's like too many things can go wrong for them not to get their number. And so really everything has to go right. That's also the bear case, is like, hey, listen, things can go wrong. So I'm a little bit concerned about what happens in Q1, but if they can get through Q1 clean and there could be no rollbacks on phases, no, lockdowns again, then I think they will be fine for the rest of the year. Their efficiencies are in place. They have more capacity with their new factory. So all signs point up for them. So I'm excited about them. The one interesting I found was regarding short sellers, and I know a lot of you have talked about short sellers. I've mentioned short sellers. Tesla is the number one shorted stock. What was interesting was Tesla short sellers lost more money than any other stock, $38 billion last year. Number two stock was Apple at 7 billion. It wasn't even close. And I think the year before it was like almost 20% of 20% of float was shorted. Now it's around 6% last time I checked. So like those things all bode well for the positive side of things. I know there's still some shorts out there. I get it. But the reality is that this stock has so many tailwinds. Bullish. I'm bullish. I feel good about it. Once those numbers are released, I'm going to keep an eye on the stock. But here's the one thing that makes me ultimately bullish. The one thing is, I don't think the bears are taking into consideration the following of Tesla, the loyalty of Tesla. There are not many companies, if any companies, that have such brand loyalty. And these Teslainaires, the people that hold Tesla stock, that own Tesla cars, they are not selling their stocks. They're not. They're never going to sell their stocks. And you have these loyal people that are taking up some of the float, and then you have more deliveries, and that those people are going to be converted to loyalists, and that's going to be more people taking up the shares and taking up the float. So don't think that the story has been written for Tesla and that this run is over. This run is only the beginning. And if we see 1 million cars, I think we see $1,000 next year a share. So with that being said, Fat Man zooms out. I got to run to Own the Chaos. I'm going to talk more about Tesla. So if you want to check it out, we're going live at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. We also go live on Sunday for Stock Watch Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Own the Chaos. Check us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do 3 videos a week for you guys right before I go live on Own the Chaos. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.